Hello children, welcome to the class 8th standard English second language. Children, how are you? I hope all of you fine in the home. Isn't it children? Yes, okay, fine. Now, today's class we are going to discuss about the 8th standard prose second unit, that is Sir C.V. Raman. Are you ready children? Okay, fine. So before going to the lesson, we will do an activity. Ready children? Okay. So now we will do an activity. Students, see here. This is the pictures of some scientists. So these are the pictures of some scientists. What will you do? So look at the pictures of great scientists given here and identify them and mention at least one contribution of each of them in the field of science. Have you understood children? What will you do? Yes, here these are the pictures of scientists. You can identify the name of the scientist. If possible, identify them and mention at least one of the contributions of each of them. Okay students, let's see the pictures. So can you see the pictures students? So here there are 6 pictures. Can you see these pictures? So you can observe these pictures and identify their names. Have you observed it? Okay. So then identify the name. Who is the first picture? Who is the first picture? Yes, definitely Sir. So can you see the pictures children? Yes. So here there are 6 pictures are there. Here there are 6 pictures. So what will you do? You will identify the picture and name them. Okay children? Yes. Who is the first picture? Can you see the picture? Yes, he is a Sir Isaac Newton. Then move on to the second picture. Who is the second picture? Marie Curie. Yes. Then next move on to the next picture. Who is this? Homi Jahangir Baba. Yes, right. Then next picture. It is easy to say. Who is he? He is Vikram Sarabhai. And then who is he? Jagdish Chandra Bose. Yes, right. Then who is he? He is a James Watt. Okay students. So you can see the picture and identify their names. First one is a Sir Isaac Newton, then Marie Curie and Homi Jahangir Baba and Vikram Sarabhai, Jagdish Chandra Bose and James Watt. Yes. Then what will you do? So you can identify their name. And what will you do next? Mention at least one contribution of each of them in the field of science. So these are all scientists and they have given the contribution of in the field of science. So if possible, you mention at least one contribution. Get ready children? Yes. Think of yourself. Are you ready children with your answer? Okay. Then see here. Scientists, we have already know it, their name, and now we have to understood their contribution. So who is the first scientist? First scientist is Sir Isaac Newton. So what was his contribution? His contribution was laws of motion, law of universal gravitation and invented calculus. So is it right, children? Have you think this also? Yes, fine student. Next move on to the next scientist. Who is the second scientist? Yes, second scientist is Marie Curie. Fine. So what was her contribution of science? Coined the term radioactivity, discovered the elements polonium and radium. Isn't it, children? Yes. Then move on to the next picture, that is Homi Jehangir Baba. So his contribution is, he is the father of India's nuclear program. Yes. Then next scientist is Vikram Sarabhai. Vikram Sarabhai is the father of India's space program. And next one, Jagdish Chandra Bose. He was the pioneer in microwave optics technology, invented cresograph, a device for measuring the growth of plants. And then last one, the scientist is James Watt, and he invented steam engine, developed the concept of horse power. Have you understood, children? Yes. Then we will move on to the next or one more activity. Have you enjoyed, children? Yes. Okay. One more activity is there. We will do it. Have you ready, children? Yes. In your textbook, open your textbook, please. In the textbook, IRA is there. IRA means Introductory Reading Activity. So in this activity, what will you do? That is the match the following. Already you know the name of the scientist and their contribution. Isn't it, children? Then what will you do? Match the names of scientists in column A with their field of in column B. In the A column, their name was, scientist name was there, and in the B column, their contribution was there. So what should you do? You will match the name and their contribution. So name is already there and you match their contributions. Ready, children? Have you ready? Yes. See the A column. In the A column, Homi Jehangir Baba, Sir Isaac Newton and James Watt, and next one Marie Curie, and fifth one Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and last one Jagdish Chandra Bose. So have you seen this? Then in the B side, what are there in the B side? Radioactivity, then steam engine, then laws of motion, and then space science, and then plant science, and last one nuclear physics. I think you know the answer very easy because already you know the name of the scientist and their contribution. Isn't it, children? So now your work is very easy. So you should match their works. So let's see the answers, students. Yes, who is the first scientist? Homi Jehangir Baba. His work is nuclear physics. Very good, children. Next, who is the second scientist? Sir Isaac Newton. What was his work? His work is laws of motion. Fine, students. Next, James Watt. So it is very easy to tell. What is his invention? That is, he invented the steam engine. Next one, Marie Curie. So Marie Curie, who is invented? What is she invented? Yes, she invented radioactivity. And then Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, space science. And last one, Jagdish Chandra Bose. He was a plant science. He was invented the plant science. So is it completed, student? Yes. It's okay, students. Very fine. Have you enjoyed it? Okay, fine, students. Let's move on to the next part of the lesson. Dear students, see the picture of, yes, who is he? He is a Sir C.V. Raman. Let's a brief introduction of Sir C.V. Raman. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman was an Indian physicist who made groundbreaking works in the field of light scattering. With his student K.S. Krishnan, he discovered that when light travels a transparent material, some of the deflected light change wavelength and amplitude. Then here is a profile rating of Sir C.V. Raman. He was born on 7th November 1888, Tiruvannakoili or Tiruchanapalli. His full name was Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. He got many awards. Few important awards are Bharata Ratna, Nobel Prize in Physics, Hughes Medal, Lenin Peace Prize, Franklin Medal, Matteucci Medal, and etc. And he was educated at Presidency College, Autonomous. And his parents were R. Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal. And he was died on 21st November 1970, Bangalore. Dear students, so what you see, so this is called a profile rating. So in your examination, profile rating is there for 3 marks. So what will you do? So they have given the profile and you can written in a 6 to 7 sentences what they have given. So it is very easy to write. Have you understood, children? So this is the brief introduction and a profile rating of Sir C.V. Raman. Have you understood, students? Yes, okay, fine. Let's move on to the next part of the lesson. Now the time is model reading of the lesson. Students, have you opened your textbook? Okay, please open your textbook and take a pen or pencil and a notebook also. So first I will read the lesson and underline the what I say, important words, underline that and written in your notebook. Okay, shall I start, students? Are you ready? Okay, in the first introduction, page number 18, Sir C.V. Raman. So Sir C.V. Raman was a great scientist. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work on scattering of light and his discovery of the effect of light rays, that is Raman effect. The government gifted him 25 acres of land to carry out further research work. Raman Institute was the dream child of Sir C.V. Raman. Then let's move on to the first paragraph. Sir C.V. Raman was born on November 7th, 1888 in Trichy. He was the son of Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Chandrasekhar Iyer was a professor of physics at Hindu College, Visakhapatnam. Raman studied there at the Hindu College High School. He was very much interested in science from his boyhood days. Even as a boy, he had made the model of a dynamo. During his school days, he borrowed science books from college students and read them. Thus, from his early days, he showed great interest in science. Unfortunately, he used to fall sick every now and then and he was not able to attend school regularly. Then move on to the second paragraph. In spite of his poor health, he got first class in his matriculation examination when he was only a boy of 12. He passed the intermediate examination from Hindu College and joined Presidency College, Madras for his BA. His relatives wanted him to give up science and take history and economics as his special subjects for BA, since Raman had made up his mind to study science. He took physics. He passed his BA, securing the first rank and a number of prizes. He passed his MA in physics in January 1907. Then move on to the third paragraph. After his MA, Raman wanted to go to the United Kingdom for higher studies in science. But his health broke down again and he could not go. This was the greatest disappointment in his life. His relatives asked him to give up his study of science and take a competitive examination in Calcutta in history and economics. Raman did so and got along well with his new subjects. He got the first place in the competitive examinations and was appointed Deputy Accountant General in 1907 at Calcutta. His relatives perhaps felt happy to see that Raman had settled down well in life. But Raman was not happy. How could a scientist like Raman put up with the life of a Deputy Accountant General? He felt like a fish out of water in his new post. But he still had hopes of becoming a scientist and was waiting for an opportunity. Then move on to the next paragraph. In the fourth paragraph, even as a Deputy Accountant General, Raman mixed with scientists and took interest in science. One day, while returning from his office, he saw a banner outside a building on which was printed the Indian Association of Scientists. At the sight of that banner, Raman got off the moving train and went to meet the scientists who had gathered in that building. Sometime later, when he was in Rangoon, he learnt that an institution had brought a piece of modern scientific apparatus. He hurriedly put on his clothes and went to have a look at it. Such was the interest he had in science. Then move on to the fifth paragraph. In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Accountant General for Posts and Telegraphs in Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of professor at Calcutta University, he jumped at that offer and accepted the post gladly. After working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. The Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here he conducted his research in physics until his death. Then move on to the next paragraph. In the sixth paragraph, Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensely attached to science. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of the Special Accountant General and accepted a professorship at Calcutta University. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work, and his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. Like all greatest scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. Earlier in his life, while on a voyage to Europe, he saw the wonderful blue of the Mediterranean Sea. This led to his work on the laws of light scattering in liquids, and it ended in his discovery of the Raman effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for this in 1930. Then move on to the next paragraph. In the seventh paragraph, Raman was a kind man. He helped people when they were in difficulty. When he was working as the Deputy Accountant General, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupees notes. Any other person perhaps would have turned the villager away. but Raman took pity on the villager, examined the notes himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt notes for new ones. Once at the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not well in his tests. When his travelling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. He returned to the office to pay back the excess amount. When Raman came to know of this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. The candidate was not able to make out why he was admitted when he had not done well in his test. It seems Raman told the candidate, I have admitted you to the institute because of your character. You are not very good at physics, but I can teach you. Then move on to the next paragraph. During his lifetime, Raman received a number of honors and medals. In 1929, he was knighted by King George V and became Sir C.V. Raman. A number of universities honored him with doctorates. He was a member of many international scientific organizations. In 1954, the Government of India awarded him Bharata Ratna in 1957. The Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. In the next paragraph, Raman died on November 21st, 1970 at the age of 82. In his death, India lost one of her great sons and the world, a great scientist. Students, have you understood little bit of the meaning of this lesson? Yes, first we know the new words, know the meaning of the new words or glossary. So take down the words and their meanings. Glossary or new words. So first one is give up. Give up means leave, stop or surrender. Means stop ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಡು. We must give up our bad habits. That is give up. It is a phrasal word. Then next secure. Secure means obtain, get, ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳು. Next put up with. It is also phrase. Put up with means bear or tolerate. ಸಹಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳು, ತಾಳ್ಮೆಯಿಂದಿರು. And next one fish out of water. It means a person who feels uncomfortable or awkward because he or she feels does not belong to the company he or she is in. Means ಸ್ವಾಭಾವಿಕವಾಗಿ ತನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಶ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ರೇಸಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಫಿಶ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೀನು. ಸೊ ಮೀನನ್ನು ನೀರಿನಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ವಾಭಾವಿಕವಾಗಿ ದಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಲಿವ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಾಟರ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲಿವ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ fish out of water. Then move on to the next word. Sight. Sight means seen. Seen, drusha, to a nota. Next one is banner. A long piece of cloth with a message on it that is carried between two poles or hung in public places. Students, whenever you go or going to the cities or any city town, so you have to put a banner. In that banner they have to carry it with the two poles. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡು ಭಿತ್ತಿ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಭಿತ್ತಿ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಬ್ಯಾನರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ದೆನ್ ಪುಟ್ ಆನ್. ಪುಟ್ ಆನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್, ಧರಿಸು ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ. ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಗರ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಅಥವಾ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ, ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕುತೂಹಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಯೋಸ್. ವಯೋಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಬೈ ಸಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮುದ್ರಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಜರ್ನಿ ಬೈ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಯೋಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್. ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ PUC. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೀ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ರಿಟನ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ write down in your notebook. Let's move on to the explanation of the lesson. So, dear students, in the next video we can see the explanation of the lesson. Thank you children. We will meet again next video.